Vaderseven is going to be red, so I got to change his color to red. Matro being Zerg, so let's get this game underway. It's going to be Vaderseven, the Terran player, being a red Terran, and Matro is going to be green Zerg again. So that's nice for my naming and my caster tool. So yes, we are on Xel'Naga Caverns. We have the Zerg player Matro spawning in the bottom left, and we have Vaderseven, the red Terran, spawning in the top right. So I hope we see some Marines here, as if you're not making Marines against Zerg, you're not winning, as that's the saying from GSL 2. Someone said that, one of the Terran players. I believe it was I think it might have been Marine King Prime. Might have been one of the other players as well. So yeah, just early scout going out for Matro. Maybe he doesn't want to see any proxy barracks, but Vaderseven going for a wall off at his ramp. So yeah, I don't know too much about this player other than Vaderseven is a very good Terran player. He's always in the semifinals. I'm not sure if he's won any weeklies, but he's definitely been up there. His APM right now is 260, so kind of a lot. He is only on 2 hotkeys, so really just spamming that. And the drone scout gonna get in here really early. He's gonna see that there's no barracks down yet, but he is so early. Maybe he just wanted to harass that barracks from going down. Vaderseven doesn't have the economy to throw down that barracks because he went for a gas first. So pretty interesting build here from Vaderseven. Maybe he might be going out for a Reaper build or like an early Marauder stim. Yeah, I'm not quite sure here, but Vaderseven does get his barracks down, and Matro does get his standard 14 hatch now. 15 hatch, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if it was a 14 or 15, but really not much of a difference. So yeah, Matro going for a macro opening. He did delay that barrack, so hopefully he's gonna think he's safe in terms of marine pressure, and he is gonna be taking this gas, so he's gonna prevent, you know, a really, I guess he's gonna cancel that gas. But usually taking that gas means you do not want to see any tech, especially Banshees, on the field. So let's see if he goes back and takes that gas, and he will. He did get a nice scout. Let's look at his vision. See what he saw. So yeah, he saw everything that the Terran player has, but he does not see that this second barracks is going down for the Terran player. Terran player is a lot of gas. He will be getting his orbital command up, and he's getting a marine out. He's going to be rallying it to take out that extractor. The spawning pool is halfway done for Matro, our Zerg player. And he's just scouting around, using that. So the extractor did finish this time, so he's going to be holding up that second gas for the Terran player for quite a bit. Terran player did finish his orbital command. He needs to drop a mule or something. There it is. There's a SCV. He did go for a factory, so fast factory tech for the Terran player. This if he's going for Banshees, he's going to be in trouble, as he does not have this second gas, and taking that extractor on that Vespene Geyser is going to be such a hit to a Banshee build. Well, it looks like we have a reactor going down for the Terran player on his barracks. Maybe he's going to get a switch and get out some Hellions. First Hellion is on the field, so maybe some pressure going to be coming from the Terran player. Just some Marines and a Hellion, but only one Marine actually out on the field. So the Terran player has a lot of minerals saved up. Maybe going for an expansion behind a Hellion push here. So the Zerglings will be chasing this SCV scout. Let's see what the Terran player did see. He did see that there was only a spawning pool out for the Zerg player. So the Zerg player is going to finally see that there are Hellions out on the field and the factory on the reactor. So he should be, yeah, he is going to be reacting with a spine collar. Very nicely there. Nicely done there. So 2 Hellions in production. Yeah, he's actually supply blocked, so very bad move there by the Terran player. He's just finishing up his supply depots. Will be keep continuing to make that. He is making that command center in his main. The Zerg player does not have vision of that command center, and another spine collar going down for the Zerg player at his natural expansion. Does not want to lose to Hellion harass, and these spine collars are going to do a good job of holding off those Hellions in small numbers, as spine collars, or as cannons were for Vulture harass in StarCraft Brood War. So second spine collar up, so he shouldn't be too worried about Hellion harass, although if he gets right behind these mineral lines, he should be able to avoid these spine collars, and he will be able to avoid the spine collar, as he is out of range of this range 7 spine collar. Spine collar going to be moved up Queen getting nice pot shots off on these vultures and forced to move away, but the Hellion, I'm sorry, not a vulture, a Hellion getting 4 kills there, so very nice. 2 more on the field. Orbital command, second orbital command almost done. Oh, he's going for 3 factories. Second gas is up. So it looks like we will be seeing I guess a Thor Hellion push here from our Terran player. He is going to be moving in here with his Hellions. He's going to get up into the main. He's going to get 2 into the main, but the Queens are there to play defense. One is blocking the ramp quite nicely, but no Prefrontal Igniter even being upgraded because he did go for that reactor instead of the Tech Lab. But he is going to be doing quite a bit of damage, and he's going to get nice kills here on those drones. 3 kills and 3 kills, so 6 drones. Just more drones going down. Let's get the income tab showing that the incomes are about even, which is not good for the Zerg player, as he should be droning up, as the Terran player did tech very hard. Double Tech Lab going down for the Terran player. Let's look for his army. Armory is down behind the mineral line of the main. He does have quite a bit of energy on that orbital command. Could drop some mules. Should be transferring some SCVs, and there's no transfer very nicely. He does have 2 Hellions to drop into the back on the natural expansion. Spire going down for the Zerg player. So yeah, let's look at the army tab showing that it's about even in supply. Terran player getting his natural expansion down. Does have a bunker up at the front. The Zerg is going to be coming up in here with no defense. Let's look at the production tab showing that there are 4 Hellions in production, but losing a lot of SCVs there to the Zerglings, and going to be denying mining time here at the natural expansion. It's a very nice speed Zergling play here by the Zerg player, but the Hellion is now out on the field. No production for the Terran player, as he is trying to micro these Zerglings away. Does clean up those Zerglings quite nicely, forcing these 4 Zerglings to back off. Creeps for bread going down for the Zerg player. The Terran player now will be getting a Thor out. Let's look at the income tab showing that the Zerg player did drone up a little bit, getting 5 more drones. He has 37. The Terran player only has 29. So weapons level 1 for the mech units here. But talking to some pretty high level Terran players, it's actually better to get your +1 armor for those mech units, as Thors can tank so much damage against Zerglings and even Hydras and Roaches. So you really want to get that armor before you get the attack level 1, unless you're going for double armory. So first Thor is out, and it does have looks pretty interesting here. It's going to be defeating some mutas. The mutas are out. Zerglings are also out. Muta's attack level 1 coming up. 16 Zerglings also in productions. Is he going to see these mutas and react in time? He does have his Hellions being attacked at the Zelnaga tower. So I'm not sure if he saw those mutas, but he's going to only have 1 Thor, so a nice magic box is going to be able to take out this Thor. Let's see if the magic box does go down. He does magic box, and he will be using this Thor, but he needs to auto repair this Thor, and he is going to be able to auto repair this Thor. He's going to be able to fend off this mutalistic task pretty easily. Pretty amazing that 1 unit can take on so many mutalisks. It's just so imba, even though I do play Terran. So the Zergling is also going to be running in here into the natural expansion mineral line. You're going to be taking out so many probes. I mean, SCVs unnecessarily. Bad reaction time there from the Terran player Vaderseven, but he did deal with some muta harass, and the Zerg player is going to be taking his 3rd at the outside 6 o'clock expansion. So he's going to be going for that 3rd expansion. Going to be going for pretty much a macro game, which is not the worst idea versus a meching Terran. Pretty standard, like Protoss versus Terran, to just out-expand your opponent when the Terran player goes. Oh, Banelings on the field, I'm sorry. So many Banelings. Banelings just taking out all these SCVs. What a great move here by the Zerg player, Matron, taking out all those SCVs, showing that the income tab, when it updates, is going to be so low for the Terran player. I mean, he's only at, let's see it update, 23 harvesters to the 40 for the Zerg player. Zerg player is going to be in here with his mutas, taking out that gas, which is so crucial for the the Terran when he's deciding to go mech. Yeah, but the income is just so low for the Terran player. The Zerg player is not at so high himself, but he is transferring drones, and he does have quite a few Zerglings. We'll be making more Banelings, but Banelings not going to do too much against this very mech heavy army. 4 Thors on the field, so I expect a push pretty soon here, and he is selecting his SCVs. So he's only at 23 SCVs, and here's the SCVs coming off the line. So we will be seeing the all-in, but the Mutas will be nicely counter-attacking. At the same time, the Terran player will be pushing. Let's look at his Thor count: 5 Thors, 1 tank, and 4 Hellions. So really, with 3 more, so about 7 Hellions, and the Zerg player going to be going after these supply depots. Really not going to matter, as the Terran player is all in at the moment. Production tab shows that there's more Zerglings in production for the Terran player. Terran player does not want to go down this ramp, as he will be pinned in there once he gets all the way to this hatchery, but he is going to be going for that hatchery. And the blue flame is up for the Hellions, so that's going to be significant against those Zerglings, as there's only Zerglings on the field for the Zerglings and Mutas for the Zerg player. He's going to have a hard time fending off these Thors and Hellions. This is really a good combination to counter the Zergling Muta. He's going to try to power down these rocks, and these Thors are going to power down those rocks so quickly, as they do so much damage per second. And they are up into the natural expansion. The Zerg player are going to be forced to retreat against this mech all-in. Yeah, just really all-in here by the Terran player. Production tab shows that really a Roach Warren going up a little bit too late for the Zerg player. He's going to have to take out this entire army right here, right now. Here comes the engagement. And really, yeah, just not wanting to engage quite yet, as he doesn't feel he has the right. But the Thor's in a great position. Banelings going for those SCVs. Oh, what a great Banelings on those SCVs. But the Zerglings just did nothing, as the Hellions cleaned it up quite easily. So many kills on those Hellions. But he's only down to 1 Thor, so if he magic boxes, get enough Muta out, he will be able to take out this army, as there's only 1 Thor left. No SCVs to repair. Wow. Pretty exciting game here from Vaderseven and Matro. Vaderseven just trying to push up here with his Thors. Vaderseven is quite known for his Thor play, but so many Mutas on the field. This Muta is going to be able to magic box and take out this Thor, and I believe this is going to be GG for the Terran player, as he just doesn't have any SCVs. But wow, the Zerg player decided to, I guess, pull all his drones off the line and lose them all to those Hellions, as he didn't really need to do that. So he's going to be quite behind on his drone count, as he will be pumping drones, but he does have the Mutas on the field. Let's look at the income tab, showing that the harvester count is 17 for the Terran player, and he does not have a Thor in production, as he doesn't have the minerals to produce a Thor, as he did produce a lot of SCVs, and his SCVs are going to be prevented from doing any mining, as the Mutas are on the field. So with no Thor on the field and no mining, it's going to be really tough for the Terran player to hold. Zerg player just needs to play a little bit conservatively here and go after those SCVs, make sure no mining goes down, maybe throw some Mutas in the main, prevent any mining in the main, as well as he is droning up at his own main expansion, but he is making some Zerglings. So the Thor is out. The Zerg player does not want to engage this Thor, as he doesn't have enough Mutas to go against these SCVs, and this is going to be quite problematic, as he's going to allow the Terran player to get back into this game. As the Thor is being repaired and the mules are mining, there is another orbital command. He should land that and get some mules out and just start playing off one base. He just needs. I don't know if you realize how many drones he killed in that encounter, but he does have the economic advantage. He just needs to use these SCVs to mine. He just needs to throw that Thor in the middle of his main mineral line and just protect his SCVs and continue to mine minerals. And what is he doing with this orbital command? Land the orbital command. Come on here, Vaderseven. What are you doing? Okay. So we're in a little bit of a lull, but there's a lot of Mutas on the field. Zerg player with 500 gas, so he just needs to get some minerals, and he will be able to produce quite a bit of Mutalisk. And he's going to be... I don't know why Vaderseven is moving out with 1 Thor with SCVs, but there's going to be a magic box against this Thor, and they're going to take out this Thor pretty much easy. And there's the GG from Vaderseven. So not quite sure what Vaderseven's thinking is, moving out with the Thor. Maybe he thought he was too far behind, but he was actually in the about tie with the Zerg player. So let's get this game saved up and then move